Hello, hello, hello. Medea in the house. Okie dokie. Good morning, people. God, it feels like ages since I have had any form of any live. So it feels really, really nice to be sat back down here, able to do this. However, I feel like everything's brand new all over again. I know it'll all come back in no time. So good morning, people, wherever you are. I know we have Madiha watching with us. We've got a couple of others who are on different channels. So if I don't know who you are at the minute, I do apologize. But good morning nonetheless. What's up, Madiha, as well? I hope you are super duper. I really do. Oh, there's been a lot that's been happening. A lot. But before we get into that, we're always going to begin. I always think it's a really good idea to just begin with a couple of nice breaths. So I'm going to find out how I move this. There we go. Cool. So wherever you are, find yourself somewhere comfortable, maybe exactly where you are. And just close your eyes for a moment. I'm just going to take a couple of nice breaths. Empty your lungs. Take a big deep breath in. Pause at the top. Lift your shoulders up. Roll them back. And drop. As you breathe out. Take another big deep breath in and lift the shoulders up. Roll them back and then let it out with a sigh. And one more time, breathe in. And roll. And down. And just a couple of normal breaths now. Breathing in. And breathing out. It only takes a couple of breaths to find some stillness in the body. Welcome to the present moment, the only time that actually, truly exists. Good morning, everybody. My name is Daniel Halenko, and welcome to the Conscious Catch-Up. I hope you're all good wherever you are in the world. I hope you're all weathering this environment as best as you can. A few people asked me to start these back up again, and I'm going to be doing these in conjunction with another channel as well. So I thought I would just take some time on Sunday to just get back into it, really. Been a while since I've sang any songs for people, been a while since I have shared any insights. So I thought, well, why not start now? And my word, in the, 2.5 weeks since I last did one ish, a lot's changed. A lot has changed. But I did begin all these with one purpose in mind. Now, is my new computer going to let me share my screen without restarting it? We'll find out in a minute. I'd started them for one purpose, and that was to... Your browser will not be able to record the contents until you quit. So no screen share today, peeps. Be ready for the next one. But there is there's links in the description above. I created a really simple database that we can all have access to at any single point. And the whole idea was that every single day, there's tons of stuff happening. And whether you are looking for some support for yourself, whether you're bored, whether you just need some time out, whether you want some self-love, whatever it might be, there's a whole plethora of people offering things that are mainly free or incredibly low cost, or every minute of every day, every hour, everything from yoga to energy healing to movement to dance to fitness to creative things to storytelling with children, you name it, it's on there. There's between about probably 8 and 20 things every day at the minute that's on. And so you can access this whenever you want, find something that you want to do, and then fill your boots with it all you want. And I did that because I think sometimes we can get too caught up in whatever it is that we are doing, whether that is our work, whether that's being stuck at home, whether that's our thought patterns, whatever it might be. It's too easy to do. So I can't share with you today what is on it, but I can say that if you just go to those links above, you will find everything you want. And if you offer something, there is a contribution link in there as well. Click it, it'll take you to a really simple form, fill it in, and you'll be on there every single week as well. So tons of options for people. There's an option for today, and then there's an option for the whole week as well. So who else have we got with us? We had David Millington, sorry, at some point. Never called you William, did I? Good morning. Morning to Matt Lewis. Good morning to Dan May. I love this new feature now. I can click a button and it says, bring them on camera. Ooh, we'll have to try that at some point. So where do we go then? Well, I think I wanted to ask a question of everybody because I am seeing, I try not to be on Facebook too much, especially with just all the stuff that we've got to do, me and Christina, for our Human 5.0 program, but also there's a whole other world that exists besides Facebook. But I have noticed a huge increase in polarization from people. There seems to be a lot of anger and confusion and issues that seems to be building between different factions of people online. I'm not here to say who's right or wrong. I don't actually believe in right or wrong. There just is. Right or wrong is an incredibly subjective, or it is a subjective view. It's not an objective view, and in my opinion. And so I really just wanted to address that. Now, I don't know if anyone who is listening right now has experienced any of this. I've seen it in groups that I'm in. I've seen it in messages and comments online. The big one at the minute seems to be whether people are allowed out or not, and the people that are completely abusing the rules. And then there's people that are completely thinking the rules are complete codswallop. Again, I am not here to say whether something is good or bad or right or wrong. However, what I would like to just invite everyone to do is to just be kind on themselves and be kind on others. Because whenever we start getting emotionally attached and infuriated and lashing out on people, when really we're just coming from our personal perspective, again, it's not to mean that the other person's okay to do what they're doing. But it's been well tested that to hit a child when it's growing up is not the best form of growth, of encouragement. And I don't think that stops when you're not a child. I don't think at any point reprimand. I'm fairly confident. I don't have the stats here, but I think if we look at the stats to show that reprimanding people solves problems, whether that is the judicial system, whether it's to do with drug prohibition, all of these things, historically haven't shown to work. So taking to Facebook or whatever your social media of choice is or group and just berating people and shouting at them for whatever they're doing, I'm going to guess probably won't work. Not on top of that, and on top of that, we're still coming from our own personal viewpoint. And so whether you are worried about going out because this whole situation is going to change soon and you're just quite used to what we've got now, whether you're wanting to go out but you're apprehensive, whether you want to stay in, whether you don't think people should go out, whether you think you should stay in, whether you're fed up of staying in, whatever space that you're in, just go easy on yourself a little bit. Like really take some time to just take a step back from whatever you're caught up in your own world, whatever's causing you the angst and the anger and the anxiety. Just allow yourself to just see it. You're not angry. You just have a part of you that's angry. You're not upset or sad. There's just a part of you that's upset and sad. Because inside every single one of us is pure self energy, is an abundance of calm, of clarity, of compassion, of curiosity, of creativity, confidence, courage. These are traits that when you embody these traits, they don't lean into good or bad. They just are. And they're inside every single one of us. But we can get lost sometimes along the way, and we get caught up, and we get blended with all of these other emotions that are around us. And then everyone else triggers us outside, and we shout at them and we say it's their fault, and it's never someone else's fault. The biggest thing I have learned in all of the time I've been doing any work on myself is that it's all my fault. Everything I bring into this world, everything that's in my life, everything that all the situations that I find myself in, there's always a space where how I've shown up. And even in that moment, I always own how I respond. Doesn't mean I always do respond how I wish to. But at some point, you're able to reflect back and identify that and then grow and move on and change. So whether you are a person who has received abuse from somebody else, you might also be a person that gives it and dishes it out. Doesn't really matter which side of the equation you sit on. We've all switched enough times, but just take a step back and just appreciate that we're all in different spaces and that we're all coming from our subjective view. We're all making sense of the world through our two eyes based on what we're aware of. And let's face it, most of us aren't aware of most things. In fact, I'd say all of us aren't aware of most things. So there could always be another perspective. Having perspective agility in this time, the ability to see things from different angles is a godsend. So we can all do with practicing it at the minute. And I think we would find a much calmer world to live in. A good morning as well to Freddie Greenmantle. Happy to see you. I am happy to see you too, Freddie. I have missed doing these lives, but I tell you what, it was taking it out of me doing them every day. Taking them out of me doing every day. So I chilled out for a little bit, during which I watched the whole world go a little bit crazy. And I thought, maybe I should come back. And then a few people spoke to me about it. And so I thought, you know what? Let's do it. So what do we have in store? Well, I'm going to keep a really similar sort of setup. I really do want to promote all of the wonderful things that we are doing out there that everyone can get involved in. But I also want to make sure that from an evolutionary leadership perspective, we're all starting to see that it's our responsibility to step up. It is our responsibility to be able to grow our own self that's inside of us, not our identity, to be able to manage, mitigate, and thrive through everything that's going on. Because we do not have to suffer. It is a choice to suffer. But sometimes when we're so caught up in that, we don't really realize. So I'm going to be doing these at least twice a week, I think. I'm definitely going to be doing one on a Wednesday. Now, on a Wednesday, we're going to be doing it at 5:30 p.m. There's a lot of people in America who I would like to catch up with, and that's roughly their wake-up time. So we're doing it on Wednesday at 5:30. I'll be doing that in conjunction with the Brand Builders Club. Good morning to Charmaine as well. And I might do them on a Sunday. I'm not too sure. I'm just playing around with times at the minute. Last time when I did one at 1 o'clock, it definitely wasn't a good time. So I might do them. I might do another one at 10-ish. I might do one at 5. I don't know. Anyone's got any ideas? Let me know. But I'm going to be doing them twice a week at the best at the minute. Well, I can take that off because we started 2 minutes ago. Even though things are like riding a bike, right? And you get used to doing stuff and you don't forget it. If you haven't done it for a while, it's easy to forget. Like I've got a lot of tech in front of me here, and sometimes I'm like, do I need all this? I can't even remember. So, should we do a song? I'm not staying on for too long. I promised myself I would break my barrier of not being on for a while, and I would get it done. So, this is me on. Let us play a song, do a little bit of breath, and then we shall call it a day. Let's have a look. What are we feeling this morning, people? Any particular angles? We've got Angela Davenport with us. Angela, you get to pick the song if you can think of one on the spot, the type of song. Get to go back through my songbook again as well, which is always good. I'll tell you what I think I'm feeling. Let me find out. I'm going to have to put this down. It's okay. I'll turn this one up. Didn't have time to have it already in advance, you see. There we go. 63. 6 had 3, 9. So if you were looking for a sign today and the sign was 9, you just got it. So this is a song called Alchemical Gold. No, it's not. It's called The Queen of the Universe. I think I sang it not too long ago, actually. But I'm going to sing it again because I like it. And it's my show. So I think I'm allowed to sing whatever I want, especially when I'm unprepared. Now, I'm looking for more artists. So just checking this works. It does. I am looking for more artists. If you can sing or dance, Freddie, I know me and you have got a date with the camera as well. If you can sing or dance, then definitely let me know. And let me know how you've been finding all of these like changing times as well. Have you found the disparity between people quite difficult? Have you been caught in it? Doesn't matter which way around it is. So I think the more that we can all move into a space of love right now. And I know that sounds cheesy and corny, but honestly, it really does come down to that. Because if we're not in love, we're in some form of fear. Angela says the Queen of the Universe sounds great. I was going to say this is for all the women, but I think this is just for everybody. So imagine that this song is for you. Can't remember how it plays now. The Queen of the Universe shines in the stars, the wind and the breath on her skin. Her hand turns the cycle of death and rebirth, holds the scales of all goodness and sin. So I call the sun Oh, I call the stars, oh, I call the moon and the earth. If you don't take a stand, take your place in God's plan and live life for all that it's worth. She said to live life in bold, in gold, in the depths of your soul, and shine like the star that you are. She said to live life in bold, in gold, in the depths of your soul, and shine like the star that you are. The queen of the universe shines in the stars, the wind and her breath on my skin. Her hand turns the cycle of death and rebirth, holds the scales of all goodness and sin. So I call the sun, oh, I call the stars, oh, I call the moon and the earth. If you don't take a stand, take your place in God's plan and live life for all that it's worth. She said to live life in bold, in gold, in the depths of your soul, and shine like the star that you are. That's you. She said to live life in bold, in gold, in the depths of your soul, and shine like the star that you are. And shine like the star that you are. I love singing that song. And Freddie says she's ready to sing for me, darling. Oh, I love it. So that song was for every single man and every single woman because you are the queen of the universe. And not from a self-centered point of view, but the universe does revolve around you quite literally from a quantum mechanical perspective. But it's 11:05 and I've got a date with Mary Carl who is live, so I'm not going to get into that. So we will finish with, I think it's this track. Shall we check? Let's check. Ooh, it is that track. Forgot the names of my own tracks, haven't I? Okay, so find yourself somewhere comfortable because we're going to do 1 or 2 minutes breathing. Now, I know you might breathe every day, but there is a difference between unconscious, shallow breaths and conscious deep breaths. To take your gaze inwards, close your eyes if you wish. And breathe in and out. And empty the lungs. And we're going to breathe in for 6, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5. And in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3. And out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 3. And in. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold. 2, 4, 6. And out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So just carry on at your own pace, holding at the top. And when you're breathing out, just let it all leave, all the tension, all the stress, all the worry, anxiety, anything that you don't want anymore. Just let it all go. And you don't have to hold anything. There's no earlier, there's no later, there's just now. See if you can identify the sensation of the breath as it comes in through the nose. Do you notice that it's cooler and that when it leaves it's warmer? Become aware of the stillness inside your body, the calmness. It only takes a few breaths to bring yourself back to your essence. Now you can choose to stay breathing for as long as you wish. There's no need to stop. But I will be leaving. And if there's one thing I've learned about Facebook's algorithms, probably in the next 20 seconds you'll be served another video. I hope it's a cat video and not some people shouting. So just do be aware of that if you are wanting to stay in this space. My name is Daniel Helenko. This is a revamp and a restart of the Conscious Catch-Up. I will be back on Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. I hope you have had a nice morning, some nice breaths, a nice sing-song, and I will see you all in a few days. Much love.